All right, you guys, let's get it. We're about to interview Brandon, who's a student at Crystalline, who's been absolutely killing it. It's going to be crazy. You guys are going to get a ton of value from this video because I'm literally going to be giving you guys an interview with somebody who's currently or already went through Crystalline and is now absolutely crushing it in multiple different areas of business, which is absolutely crazy. Start by just introducing yourself, bro.
Yeah, so my name is Brandon Dao. I'm actually from Dallas, Texas. I am Vietnamese. I'm like 19 years old. I turned 19 a few months ago. That's the basic understanding of like who I am.
I feel like something that's really beneficial for beginners is to like almost go on the journey with you from start to where you are now. So let's start at the very beginning when you were like, oh, I might want to start e-commerce. What was that like? Did you start with drop shipping? Were you trying other things before? Kind of take me back.
For sure. So basically, I think 2021, which is my first year and senior year, basically last year, I was going to my senior year. I always had a dream of becoming a doctor or orthodontist, right? And then, I was always a good student, straight A's, always on time with class. But later on that semester, I got my first 9-to-5 job. I worked at a Korean corn dog place, and I realized, working with someone, this guy named Jerry, he told me that he was making $30K in 2 months off of wholesale real estate. It really sparked my interest, and I was like, no way you can make that much money in this.
And he was like a coworker?
He was like my coworker. I was also missing a lot of school, failing a lot of my classes, and at the same time, I was seeing a lot of motivational and business stuff on my TikTok For You page, on my social medias. I was like, there's no way, that means there's a sign. I started doing more research on that for a few months, learned about business credit, started learning about credit cards, stocks, all that stuff. Once I turned 18 in February, I opened my first brokerage account so I could start trading. Got my first credit card, and I was trading for a few months, just, getting hang of the market, just learning a lot about business and credit. And I did that during school. I was just failing a lot of classes, missing a lot of classes. At the same time, I was working 2 jobs. I was in 5 different clubs in school. And at the same time, I was like a president for like this club, an officer for these 2 other clubs. And I was doing tennis, like soccer, just doing so many things. And eventually I had to quit my sports, had to eventually quit my clubs and all that stuff so I can focus. Even my jobs, I had to focus onto my business. Like even during school, all I doing on my computer was just trading and learning about stocks. Hell yeah. I met this business friend later on that year, later on in that semester, second semester. We used to be friends before, but he was like ghosted for like kind of like 6 months, and I was like wondering why. And then I was doing like this referral program for Webull, making like free money, just sending it to a bunch of people. Yeah, I eventually made like $2,000, $3,000 in free money.
Damn, off of the referrals?
Yeah, because I was so lucky. I got like a $3,000 one stock share from Amazon. That's when Amazon was like $3,000, but now they did like a split share, so that was like now it's like worth like $300, $200.
Damn, that's crazy. Hell yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's
it was through Webull. Yeah, I was making a lot just through referrals.
Okay, hell yeah. And real quick, when you made the decision, wait, did you quit your job when you were at the trading point or when you started dropshipping?
No, at the trading point, actually.
Okay, so what made you like, because I know a lot of people, that's like a big question I get always from people is like, when should I quit my job? Should I quit my job? Some people watch one YouTube video and they're like about to call and quit. Some people like wait until they're making, $30K a month. Like, what was it for you? Like, what was your like thing that made you quit? Was it just the thought of a job?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll give you like a rundown of like what my thought process was and why I quit. Of course, I was getting to that business mindset and, that the CEO mindset of not having to work for anyone else, becoming my own boss and work anywhere I want, right? That's the mindset I went through. And of course, it wasted a lot of my time. And I knew that, taking risk equals out into, rewards, I'm all about taking risks. So I took the risk. The reason why I took the risk in quitting my jobs is because it makes me work harder, makes me think of some side hustles to make more money, I didn't have any consistent income, so I just started doing a lot of research on side hustles. Basically, me and my friends, we got together, we created like a whole business plan for the whole summer, right? And that's when we graduated last year. Last summer, we started getting into like this power washing and car detailing business, right? We made our own brand. It was called Diamond City. We created door hangers, business cards. That's our physical business. My first business, actually. We started off for free, just asking friends and family to see if we can use their equipment. We did for free for family and friends. That's how we got practice and got really good at this. We started ladder slowly. Started off with $10 per wash, $100 per wash later on in the summer.
Hell yeah. Okay, sick. Let's go. And And then you started doing that. And then kind of what's the progression next? What happened after that?
Progression next. So we didn't really do, so the first month we did power washing, but we slowly transitioned over to car detailing for the rest of the summer. We ran up like a few grand from that, just doing side hustles, selling our clothes that we didn't really need at home, just making some extra income. Then around August time, right, that's when we had to decide whether we want to go to school or, take the risk and not go to school and actually focus in onto business. We realized that we didn't want to get stuck into, doing services because it was taking so much of our time every single day. It was really hot, just, burning us out. So we saw this. Of course, I've always knew about e-commerce and dropshipping. Mm-hmm. Of course, like everyone who comes into this business, they have that kind of mindset where, oh, it's not profitable. Oh, it's saturated. Yeah. Oh, it's like, what is the success rate with this? Like, I hate answering those questions because just dumb questions,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
Just go into every business having a great mindset, knowing that you're going to succeed no matter what, because every failure they hit is like another stepping stone to that goal,
Yeah, exactly.
What I thought. And then, I stumbled across on TikTok an affiliate not affiliate, but like some girl like promoting like your program.
Yeah.
No way you can make that much money off online e-commerce. Yeah. Like, I was really, really like, I don't know, I was really doubting the business model because of what I was hearing from online.
Yeah.
So should I take the risk, go to college? Not tell my parents I'm not going to college. Basically, I only had like $500 to my name. I was about to spend it all onto college or either spend it onto the course or the program. Basically,
Oh, damn. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Only $100 to my name, right? So I basically went through your program, through all the funnels, talked to your sales team and all that stuff. And, it really sparked my interest. I really wanted to get into dropshipping. Took the risk, put all my $500 into it, and did not go to school at all. I realized the first day that I was applying for college, the same night, I was like, dude, this is going to be a waste of time. I did not want to go at all. Took the risk, not win at all. Didn't go at all. And then eventually, parents got mad at me. They're about to kick me out and all that stuff. It was tough times.
Yeah.
I was at my lowest point at that point because, relationship, friends, they were thinking that I was quitting life.
Yeah.
Not true at all. So $0 to my name. I was even in the negatives actually because my credit cards, I was overspending it. I had one credit card actually at that time. I spent it all like maxed out. So I was like in the negatives, debt. I just grinded out for 2 months, just learning through your program. And 2 months after that, I was starting to start my first actual store in October. This is the start of my dropshipping journey. Just did a lot of learning. I was kind of like, during the 2 months from August to October, I was doing a lot of like the mindset stuff into becoming like an actual business owner. Yeah. I was kind of slacking on watching the videos because, I was like getting lazy and all that stuff, procrastinating. That's how I usually am.
Yo, actually, I got a question for you. Didn't you join Platinum when you joined?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, so what made you go? And for those of you guys who are watching, Platinum's like our academy. It's like our kind of highest tier. So like, yeah, what made you go for like that one? Cause that's like expensive, right? So like, what made you go for that one?
Hell yeah. So basically back in August, I saw that you had a bunch of packages, like a gold package was like $200, another package like $1,000, and then another package like $3,000. But then I saw another package like $20,000 with partnership store.
Yeah,
but I didn't go for that one because I wanted to learn on my own. So I went for the Platinum, which is like around $3,000 package. And what came with that was like you had a website built for you, right? Yeah, and that you also have like 3 calls, like exclusive calls every week with you, with you, and just so many benefits. You work with one-on-one with him, and that's the reason why I went with that. The most expensive package, I didn't want to do like the other packages because having an actual mentor that you can talk to one-on-one will eventually help you succeed a lot more quicker and accelerate your whole success.
Hell yeah. And one thing I want to say too for the viewers about Brandon is like, Brandon, after you joined, bro, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were in like almost every call, like you were utilizing it, you were showing up, you were active in the group, like, like that sort of stuff is like what I always tell people. Like, if you hop into something, you just put that mindset in, like it's gonna work. Like, you knew when you first hopped in that it was gonna work for you, because you just came into it with that fucking, I remember just came into that with that fucking, I'm gonna make this work, kept showing up, kept coming back, kept, doing shit. And that's like such a cool trait that a lot of people take for granted. There's a lot of people who kind of think like, oh, it's our job to convince them to want to drop ship. But it's like, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to teach you. You have to convince yourself that this is what you want to do. And I could tell that as soon as you got in here, you were already fully convinced that like, I'm doing this shit, I'm making this shit work. And like, the course can teach everything, but it takes somebody to actually pick it up and use it in order to be, something bigger. And that's what you did, so just wanted to say congrats to you, bro. But yeah, so you got platinum, you got inside, and now what? Yeah.
No, just learning for like months, weeks, just like couple on calls consistently, because having someone there for you every step of the way is like honestly the best thing you can have, because it will skip all those months, all those years of learning,
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing I want to say, like, of course, it's got to take determination and discipline to get into this business model.
Yeah,
like actually put in the work consistently every single day. Just gotta have like kind of mindset where you gotta work and work and work.
Hell yeah.
And during those, just start hopping on a lot of calls, just working with you. Had a store built for me.
Yeah,
it was like a really actually nice store, bro. Like it was so well built, professionally built.
Hell yeah.
Content creation team as well. It's amazing.
Hell yeah. What product was it?
It was like a cup warmer. I didn't know it was a winner or not. I just went with it just because it was a cool product. So it's like a cup.
Yeah. Did you get sales off that product?
I started that product or store on October 21st. After 3 days of posting, I went viral right away. It eventually hit 4 million views. And then later after that, got my first ever sale. And eventually 2 weeks later, in total revenue, I made only like $80. And the reason why, the marketing, in the product, of course, the product was not doing really well because, my videos and the type of audience I was hitting, it wasn't converting.
Isn't it like pretty high price too? I remember something was the product. Like I remember when you were going viral, but like I'm not making sales. I remember that. Yeah, and a lot of people go through that. So like, tell me what was going through your mind when that was happening to you, and tell me like looking back now, what would you have told yourself to like calm down? It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like what were you thinking when that was happening? Because a lot of people I get all the time like I'm getting views but not getting sales. I have no idea why. Like, you were kind of explaining it, but, why did that happen?
Yeah, so I've actually, experienced so much with organic. So I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm the master of organic, but I'm very experienced and well versed in the whole organic space, right? So basically, of course, my first few products, it was just testing phase, content creation, just, testing a lot of things. I realized that the reason why I wasn't converting was because the type of marketing angles I was hitting, I was kind of marketing to more of a younger audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was not converting to sales. It's all about how you create your videos and how like what kind of audience that you're trying to hit. And it's also about the product, right? The product is like, it also depends on the type of product. If you see like so well, like so, I would say if it's very like, if you see a lot on Amazon or in stores, it wouldn't be a good product, well, because it's just a common product,
Exactly.
So really like, it didn't have a wow factor. It wasn't really hitting a good audience. And that's what I realized. And I moved on to another products, and that's how I moved.
Hell yeah. And what was the next product?
Hey, 1 second. Let me get
Yeah, grab it. Yeah, grab it. Hell yeah.
this product. Is like
Oh, yep. The self-stir mug. Yeah.
self-stirring mug. But that product I actually ran with the actual cup warmer together on a niche store. I only made a few sales, Eventually I went $80 in revenue with the whole niche store.
Yeah.
The product actually was these slides right here. These slides.
Yeah, this was your next one, right?
Yeah, good.
I remember those.
You remember this?
Yeah, the slides.
Yeah, there was no one really selling this, and the reason why I wanted to sell this because winter was coming up, and those shark slides and all those like bubble slides, like they're doing really good. So I figured this product would do really good too. Eventually, it only made like $300 in sales, in like 2 weeks, but pretty decent. Exactly. The next product I was running at once was these like Jolly Lounge, like I call these Jolly Loungers, slippers, and they did really well because my competitors, they were making like $2K a day off of these.
All right, so what made you, so show that product again real quick. All right, so this is literally, you guys, just a slip. It's just like a slipper, right? With like Christmas, like, wait, show the product again real quick. Yeah. So, okay, so what I want to say about this real quick is, you guys, when you see this product, you would not think like to sell that, right? You'd be like, well, that's just a fucking, slipper, right? But what made you sell this? What was the criteria that it met that made you sell it?
It was like fall time coming into winter time. I knew that people would want to buy warm slippers, plus during Q4, that's when you get the most sales, of course. So I started selling this product, it's really warm, Christmas time, buy for your loved ones. I think they would do really good because it's really cute. Nowadays people love trending cute slides like this. So that's one of my criteria. It had like a wow factor to it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then also, what do you do when you're looking for products? Like, what's like the big like criteria pieces you meet? Like, do you search sales? Are you just looking for if they're going viral? Are you looking for both?
I want to give you some free sauce here, right?
Yeah.
This is what I do once I find a product, this is my criteria on doing research on the product, right?
Mhm.
And basically, the reason why you want to do research on a product every time you find it is because you want to know if it's in demand, it's also in sales, and people want it, right?
Mhm.
So the first step I do is, of course, go to this website called Shopify.io. Track your competitor's sales by just copying and pasting the URL to their website or the dropship URL, and then basically you just want to see if they're making sales, 4 figures, 3 figures, like a day or every single week. And that's like the first check mark. The second one, I just go to AliExpress or Amazon Press to see if they're making sales off of that, seeing how they have at least 4-star ratings. And of course, you want to go on Amazon to see if they have good reviews and good ratings. You want to see the reviews. You want to see that the product is available for you to buy, so you can buy a sample of it, right? The next step I do is going to Google Trends and searching up the keywords of the product. You want to see if it's trending at least about 25% or 50% mark line, and basically you want to see if it's trending, right? That's what I did for these Jolly Loungers or these Christmas slippers. I searched up Christmas slippers on Google Trends. It was kind of trending up because, of course, people would be searching up for warm slippers or even Christmas stuff, right? That's why that helped me tell me that it was in demand. Another thing, the last thing I do basically is go on TikTok, search up those keywords, and see if you can find as much competitors and as much viral videos as you can, so you can replicate it and see if it's in demand and see as much competitors as you can.
Sick. Hell yeah. Free game. Let's go. Y'all take notes. Hell yeah. So the Christmas slippers, then what's next?
Let me see. These are here. This is a Spider-Man toy. So around the fall time, around like November, December, I was running 4 products at once, like 4 different stores.
Yeah.
The reason why I stopped doing that was because I realized that if you spread yourself too thin, you can't put 100% of your focus into each store. So I just stopped doing that, and eventually none of my stores became successful. I ran 4 stores at once. This is one of my products, my 4th ever products.
Oh hell yeah.
It was decent. It was like a cool product, but my main audience were like young audiences.
Yeah,
They were buying it. I eventually got only one sale from that. For the slippers, I only made like $200. So far I made like, I would say 500, 600 in revenue off the product.
Still getting sales though, which is it's pretty crazy that you had like all the stores at least like get like some sales. What that means is that you definitely like got the fucking video making sauce, the how to make something go, get traction. Because like a lot of products, if you just know how to market, like they might, you can get them to make a couple sales, almost any product, if you hit like just the right audience. So, okay, sick. So you're getting a little bit of sales, but you're kind of at this point still looking for that one to like come in and actually like hit and change your life type shit, right? So like what after the Spider-Man then?
So I found this product, right? I deactivated all my stories because I knew that they weren't winning products, and it was wasting my time because I was literally posting like 30 videos a day off all platforms because I was running 4 products at once, So I cut all this off.
Yeah.
Eventually, I found this one product, right? I knew it would do so well. I literally sent it to you. It's called a digital frame, right?
Yeah. Oh, I remember those days, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Basically, I sent you that product on TikTok or on your text message. We hop on a call. We said, bro, no way, it's a winning product. I told you that they're making 50K in 2 weeks organically, right?
Yeah.
And if they can make that much, your competitor, if they can make that much, you can make that much as well, or even more than them. So basically, I just bought the product, made the website. I just, I called it memory frame, right? But the whole it's called a digital frame. You basically just put any videos or pictures on the frame, and I'll show you here. This is what it is.
Hell yeah. Definitely want to see it. I remember this product.
First ever winning product, bro. It was like the changing point of my life. It was like during like Christmas time, bro. I was making sales. I was like insanely like happy, bro.
Yeah, super dope.
Hell yeah. And the reason why I really like this product because it was like a high ticket product. Of course, high ticket products are more kind of hard to sell and go viral with, but I just went through with it, posted for like 3 weeks, getting really discouraged. Of course, I never thought of quitting because I never went to any business with a quitting mindset. So I always just kept going, pushing through and just testing it. I got my first sale on December 13th, and then eventually I was just getting my hair cut, just at the barber. I was getting so many like notifications, like, bro, what is this? And I saw like a bunch of TikTok notifications, and I knew at that moment I was going viral on two videos was going viral at once. Insane.
Oh, let's go.
And eventually got my first $600 day, and then the next day it went 2K. The next day it went 2K. Next day it went like 1.6K. So
Oh shit. So
you
you
know,
pop off at that point, basically.
yeah, at that point around like it was like December, late December. At that point, it was my changing point in my life and turning point. I knew that around that time I was gonna start scaling and start making a lot more money, and I was really emotional at that time. You know, I think I told you I was like on a call with you too. Yeah, it was just changing point. I was really happy.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember when you called me type shit. Yeah, yeah. And you was like, yo, like, this is it. Like, yeah, type shit. Yeah, yeah. That was so hype, bro. It's always so hype. That stage is like the best. What did it feel like when you were starting to have that happen? What was like, I guess, like the first thing you were thinking, like, I got to do this next? Like, what was like the first thing?
So yeah, so basically I told myself, bro, I knew I made it. Next thing, I just gotta keep going, keep moving forward. You know, a quote that one of my business friends always say is, keep moving forward. You know,
Yeah.
like no matter what, keep moving forward, and kept moving forward. You know, just didn't let emotions, hit me, because I knew that this was not enough. So I just kept going, and then just kind of invest more into the business to see if I can scale it, and eventually I made like at least around 15K in like 2 months off that product.
Oh yeah, damn. Okay. Let's go. 15 in 2 months. Yo, yes sir. And that was profit or like revenue?
Well, that was actually revenue. The margin 60%, so I made around like 8K in profit, which is really good for your first winning product.
Yeah, fire for sure.
So basically, ever since that product, the digital frame, I have not made an unsuccessful store. I've always made a successful store, found a winning product, because through my research methods and how I find products and essentially create videos, I've always made them high quality, everything high quality, and I never thought of failing any business.
Yeah.
So eventually, around
Since then, you haven't had anything not work?
Yeah.
So let's fucking go. Hell yeah.
I was running like another product. It was this product right here. It's called the Moji Pad.
Moji Pad. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you guys, products that deal a lot with problems, insecurities with health, they do so well. So I would recommend you guys find products like that, because they go viral like crazy, and you can add some kind of marketing angles like cracking noises. I would say people who do this type of job, they really need this products, like PUB, all that stuff. Those are the type of products that do really well, because people need these products. They're problem solving products.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, around that same time, I was making sales for the memory frame. I was also running the products with a partnership with Caleb. I was doing partnerships over with Caleb, and so basically at that month we made like also like 20K. So the reason why we made so much, because we hit like a 30 million views on Instagram Reels, and that's like the sauce that not a lot of people know, because Instagram Reels is like the way to go. Nowadays, I'm okay with exposing my products, because I don't run them anymore, and it's just like just to show you guys that I've been through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Been through different kind of businesses or different kind of products. So I did run this product here called like a pocket pharmacy.
Hell yeah.
It was a fire product. A lot of people think that you wouldn't, this product wouldn't sell, because you can find it commonly in stores and online. But it's all about marketing mainly, because these tools here, it didn't even come with it. I made it myself, and I made it to where like I feel like Viagra and so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It has a wow factor to the products, right? You want to have a wow factor, a wow marketing angle, so that you will go viral and go crazy with it. Eventually in 2 days of posting, I got my first viral video. And after 2 weeks, I was making like, that was my best ever product, because in 2 weeks, I made like 20 grand, over 20 grand.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And was that just like a crazy, what platforms were you going viral on? TikTok, Instagram, both, one, or?
Nah, bro, just mainly TikTok, bro. I couldn't go viral on Instagram for some reason, but so first day I went viral.
Didn't you get an account banned or something?
Huh?
Didn't you get an account banned for that? Okay, yeah, I'll let you keep on. Yeah.
Just making sales every single minute. And later on, when I was leaving the event, bro, I stopped. The sales stopped, and I checked my dashboard, and the dashboard was like at like 0 viewers or visitors. At that time, I had like 150 visitors every single second.
So something's up. Oh fuck yeah!
I knew something was up. I checked my TikTok account, and it was like boom, banned. It was really unfortunate. I was really devastated, and I was like kind of upset for like a few weeks, because that probably was eventually going to make me like 6 figures in a month.
Yeah. And you had
Yeah.
multiple videos running on that account at the point in which you got blocked?
Yeah. So here's the thing about TikTok organic, right? There's no such thing as actually getting shadow banned on your account, but there's such thing as getting shadow banned on an individual video. The more flags you get on your account, the more likely to get banned, and that's what happened because with this type of product, I was kind of marketing like drugs, but it wasn't even drugs, right? But TikTok thought I was marketing drugs because it's like medicine and stuff like that, or over the counter drugs. My other competitors, they have not even got banned for some reason. And I was just like really confused and why, you know?
How it be. That's how it be. That's the one thing with working on social media. It's like sometimes when you rely on these platforms, it's like they can just like I lost an account 2 days ago, which was fucked. I was like, damn, like this shit sucks. Like, yeah, losing the accounts is always the worst. But like when you were going through that, just because I know that a lot of people do go through that and have that happen to them. What was like the mindset that kept you going and not like being like, oh, I'm just gonna give up on this product now because they don't want to see me win. Like, what was your mindset that kept you going?
Of course, it was really devastating. It actually, backlashed a lot of my stuff and things, but, I was perfectly okay with that because of the skill set that you have and the knowledge that you have in dropshipping will go a long-term ways. Go long-term in the ways of like actually creating a good profitable business because the skill set is more valuable than the actual like money that you're making,
Yeah.
So I just said, F this, fuck this. And it's like, let's run another product and eventually just made another winning product. And there you go. Like that way I found and started going crazy with that other product. Of course, I can't really expose my new product because, I'm currently doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's those products. And eventually like going to that mindset, right? The mindset that I had was like, of course you get mad, you get upset, but in business or in anything, you just can't have your emotions control you because if you have your emotions control you, you basically like, I don't know, you just won't do really well because
you won't make emotional decisions. Make emotional decisions.
Yeah, emotions will drag you back and it won't eventually help you succeed and move on.
So what's next? What you going to in the future?
What's going on in the future? Of course, I want to build up my personal brand, build up my my following. Might start up a YouTube later on.
Yes, sir.
YouTube. Of course, I create a program so I can help people for organic marketing. And then in the future, I would want to have like real estate, get into a lot of different business models, help me build up my capital and actually help as much people as possible. Whatever business kind of sparks your interest, I always say go for that and just go full on straight head into that. And whatever it is, any business works. It's all about the dedication and time you put into it as well as money as well. Because any business works. It's not just e-commerce, but e-commerce is like the main gateway to getting into other business models, right? But any business works. It's all about how much you put in.
Hell yeah, let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, sick. Well, other than that, then you guys make sure you go follow Brandon. Link in the description to his TikTok, to his Instagram, any other accounts you got that you want people to follow you on. Instagram, TikTok, right? Mainly?
Yeah, it's mainly those.
Sweet. So check out his Instagram, check out his TikTok. Brandon's got a crazy program as well. If you guys want access to that, hit him up. But other than that, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, Brandon, for popping on here.
Yeah, guys, before we hop off here, I just wanted to tell you guys, Jeremy was actually my first like business mentor, or like e-com mentor, stuff like that. I did take the risk. Of course, a lot of people have taken the risk and got scammed in the past, but Jeremy is an actual legit mentor, and bro, he's taken me so many great heights and different levels in the actual my future, right? So he is the guy go to. This program is like insanely valuable and so many good stuff in there. Like you learn so many things about personal branding, affiliate marketing, dropshipping, and the whole community is just insanely good. Like I was able to build a lot of business connections and relationships from his community, essentially.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go. I appreciate that, bro. And shout out to Brandon for actually, hopping into the program and making it work. Because, it's ultimately at the end of the day, bro, you made this shit work because you fucking grinded out. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody got some motivation from that one. And yeah, bro, once again, I appreciate it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Peace out.